welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
Okay.
So, more JK. We obviously recorded one JK video today, then we've done other videos in between because 7 and 7 is 14 and the song's not called 14, right?
Or we just want to make sure we keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So we don't do back-to-back 7 stuff to kind of numb ourselves to it. Keeps it nice and fresh.
And you don't want to compare them
Yeah.
straight away because these are two very different things.
Mm.
So JK came to London. They know we're here. And he went on Live Lounge.
Yeah.
I like a live lounge.
They're good, actually. Artists get a chance to sing their own song and then also other songs.
Yeah.
But it is live with the musicians there, which is good.
No hiding at Live Lounge.
Oh.
I was very pleased that he was in London.
Mm.
The only issue I did have was the day I went to Paris, people were tagging me on Twitter, sending me things, and Instagram, and thank you to everyone who did. And they were saying to me, JK's doing the one show, tickets are free, you can apply for a website that I've used for TV shows before. And you could get one. And I was like, oh my God, why has he done this? Whenever do I leave the country? Very, very rarely. Yet he's picked when I'm away.
Yeah.
So I was a bit upset about that.
I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. I was working.
See, I could have gone. It's the other thing. I'm like,
I would have just quit my job.
yeah. I'd have it printed on a t-shirt, unemployed, but still JK.
Yeah, I don't
So,
need those kind of temptations. Pull me away from my job.
yeah, so that made me sad, but I'm hopeful that there'll be another opportunity in my lifetime. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm not hopeful, but I'm still managing to keep going. This video took a downward turn.
I'm really pleased for JK that he's getting so much
Yes.
international attention.
Yeah, so he did 7. And what will be interesting, I think, for 7 will be that Live Lounge, there's no choreo involved, so it'll purely be his vocal. I don't know if he did the explicit version, or I'm assuming he didn't because they would play it on the radio. And he did an Oasis cover. And I believe there's a small interview as well, which maybe we do in between the two songs.
I've seen clips of the 7 Live Lounge. I haven't seen anything of the Oasis cover or the interview. But yeah, that's why you didn't do the explicit cover.
Yeah. Okay, so please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. If you were picking a third song for JK to sing at Live Lounge, what would you pick? It could be his, it could be a cover.
Ooh, that's a good
I
question.
did wonder whether we would get him doing Falling with Harry Styles, being that Harry's obviously British. But I suppose we've all heard that one, so something new is nice.
So I wonder, did he choose the Oasis one then?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's cool.
We must have to get permission and stuff. Unless they have permissions and then you get to choose from a list.
They might have, yeah. They might have a
Don't know.
repertoire
If you know,
if artists
if you
come
know
in.
how it works, please let us know.
The world on your shoulders. Your waist in your mind. I must be better to know ya. I take my hands and trace your lines. It's the way that we can ride. I think I met you in another life, so write me on another dime. It's my night after night. I'll be loving you right.
It'd be a hard song to sing sitting down.
I was just thinking, actually, it's going to be a hard song to sing anyway because there's very little room for breath in between the lines in the verses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in the verses for breath in between the lines.
Yeah,
So-
which I think if you're not aware of that, as we spoke earlier about like live singing, it can look like he just misses out parts of the song, but obviously it's because live you can't do that.
Yeah.
So you have to pick and choose.
Yeah. And that's usually why singers, if they release an acoustic version, that's specifically been remastered or rearranged so that they can sing it live in one performance. Whereas when you have a track that's made in a studio and it's been produced and everything, and it's almost like you couldn't necessarily sing it from start to finish live, because it'd be very difficult because it's been chopped together. Now that's just the style of the song. It's not a note or a diss to anyone's vocals or anything. It's just the style of the song. But yeah, I noticed that. I hadn't noticed that before, other than just watching him sit down. I was like, yeah, there's no room for breath there. So that's why he has to then choose which words he's going to let the backing track take, and then he's going to sing.
I feel like the music was too loud with his mic. Like I wanted to hear him louder.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice because the instruments were good.
And he sounds lovely. He always sounds lovely.
And the instruments were cool.
I will also say, actually, that I know that I think it started in the US, but while he was here, he did have a cold as well. And he had talked about some of the stuff he did while he was here.
Okay.
He was struggling a bit with that, which makes it even more impressive that you can... I mean, you should hear me complain that I have to get out of bed to go to the toilet when I've got a cold.
I complain I have to breathe. So he sounded good.
And like I said, it must be hard to sit down because it's such a...
No, well, it would depend. I mean, he seemed like he was vibing a little bit there anyway.
Because I feel like if you were standing up, you would be at least stepping from side to side and having a bit of a... So it must be even harder sat down. And he did a little bit of the rapping as well. And again, in this, compared to the produced track, you can hear more of his accent.
Yeah.
Which I love. And he also said, "You can ride," which is the explicit version. Instead of "we can." But do you know what? I was watching it thinking, one day he is going to slip up.
Yeah.
And say, "Fuck him,
he's going to forget.
love him."
He's going to forget. Yeah.
It must be difficult.
We'll just wait.
Oh yeah, we'll be sitting here watching one day and like, yes! So there is a short interview piece. I don't know what questions were asked. I'm intrigued to see because I was not impressed with the last one I watched.
We love your new song 7, Jung. How does it feel to be releasing music on your own?
Oh, thank you so much. I love it too. And I have been waiting to meet my fans with great songs. And here I am.
Welcome.
I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for travelling to London. We're so happy to have you here. What's your favourite memory of the UK?
Thank you for having me here. It's been a while since I came to the UK. I think our Wembley concert was the last time.
Right.
I have fond memories back then, but right now is my new favorite moment
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Definitely. It's one of ours as well. 100%.
Definitely.
Obviously, BTS are currently focusing on solo projects. What are you most looking forward to though when you all do get back together?
일단 솔로 활동을 통해서 이렇게 멤버들을 제가 좀 각자 개성이나 색깔을 살리면서 계속 성장 중인데 이걸 토대로 이후에 모였을 BTS의 모습은 굉장히 대단하고 시너지가 남다를 거라고 생각하고 빨리 하루빨리라도 그 모습을 보고 싶습니다.
You have so many amazing fans listening to you live on Radio 1 right now. Is there anything that you'd like to say to your fans?
Hail me! Thanks for tuning in. I know how much love and support you're sending me, and I can't thank you enough. Love y'all.
So much love.
Well said. Well said.
I know those presenters. What are their names?
Is it Ricky and Melvin?
Yes, Ricky and Melvin. They used to be with Charlie on Kiss. Was
On
it Kiss?
Kiss,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. That's Ricky and Melvin.
Yeah.
They're nice guys. Yeah.
He's English.
Decent questions.
Yeah.
Although I didn't appreciate that she
Called
didn't
him-
pronounce his
Yeah,
name
called him
properly.
Jung.
But yeah. I don't think that was Charlie. You know,
No,
because Ricky and
don't
Melvin used to be
think
with
so,
Charlie. I
yeah.
don't think that was Charlie. I'm not sure who that woman was. Sorry. But yeah, Ricky and Melvin. I think they're the two.
I don't think it's rude to not recognise radio presenters because you don't
No.
necessarily see their face.
That's what I mean. It was
You
their
know
face.
their
But then when I
voices.
saw
Yeah.
the little one, I was like, "That's Ricky and
Yeah.
I know those two. They used to be on Kiss with Charlie." But decent
Yeah.
questions, nice, and they gave
Yeah.
him the space to talk and how he wanted. They were open enough questions, you know,
Yeah.
which was nice. So
I like the fact that they're discussing of you're doing solo stuff now and then, you know, when you get back together, and like he said, personal growth.
yeah. And also they just said, what would you like to say for
Yeah.
anyone listening right now, and if you're fans. So again, it's nice to have that open question rather than having it structured or geared towards such a more closed potential answer, basically.
Yeah.
Like who would you like to work with?
I really, like I said, his English and the wording. He's using words that I wouldn't even necessarily use. Do you know what I mean? Not like the everyday, like fond. I'd never use the word fond of anything. I would say I like or I love, or you know.
I suppose it might depend on if he's had an English tutor, or if he's using an app or something, or he's teaching himself a bit more.
It's like in Formula One where everyone says for sure all the time. I'm like, English people don't say that all the time. I wonder what translates into that.
Irish people do.
Americans use it quite a lot.
Yeah, and again, I love the accent on his English.
His
and also
double lip piercing looks good.
it does. I like that he did some in English, but he also did some in Korean. Okay, so let's see his Oasis cover. So I think it's Let There Be Love,
Oh, okay.
which I was gonna say it's one of their newer ones. It didn't come out like. Do you remember when Oasis first came out? And it was like, What's the Story, Morning Glory album, and it was huge. This is like a later one because I remember when it came out.
Forget the hole in the sky, so heavens will cry over me. Who stole the soul from the sun, and the words come undone at the seams. Let there be love. Let there be love. Let there be love. dose of wonder sun in worth come undone seems. Let there be love. Let there be love. Oh, let there be love. Let there be love. Let there be love.
That made that a very different song.
It did.
Didn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Is that the rearranging of it is interesting.
And I think the difference in the vocal of Liam Gallagher to JK, do you know what I mean, changes the feeling it gives you.
Yeah. For me, it felt very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Almost like he was trying to talk to him, cheer himself up. You know, almost like almost you could be talking to yourself. So. But it was very nice too. But it was sweet. It felt quite like intimate,
Yeah.
which was nice.
And he was in those like really high bits in there as well.
Cute.
And I'd be interested, like if he recorded that track, I bet there'd be some beautiful layering in there. Kat, any thoughts?
Not that you haven't already said. It's very nicely sung, I think. I don't know the song originally.
I
I don't think.
do, only because it wasn't one of their big ones, but I remember what place I was in when that was around a lot on the radio. I did wonder whether this was going to make me cry, but I'm alright.
Okay.
Okay. So that was our reaction to JK on Live Lounge. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.